Welcome back to Culture and Christianity, and tonight we're talking about dealing with the in-laws. And before the break, Mr. John Nganga, we're talking about Genesis chapter 2, whereby it says a man should leave his home. Maybe you can tell us more on that.
Before the break, we emphasize that the word of God says, if you want a good marriage, you must leave. And I wanted to emphasize that it is both the girl to leave her parents and the boy to leave his parents so they can begin a new home. If that happens, it means that the parents will feel they are visitors when they come. They will not feel like they are coming. When your mother comes to the house, doesn't go to the kitchen without the permission of the new owner. It means he is aware because he is actually visiting. But maybe I should quickly go on into the question of what the traditional beliefs about marriage, about in-laws. Three things. Number one, the belief was a girl is the one who left. The boy was not to leave. So this idea of the man leaving is totally an African, where the man leaves his mother and father. No. It was the girl, traditionally, it was the girl to leave his mother and father to come and join the new clan and the new family. And that's why you pay dowry to buy her out from her former home. But here, the word of God is saying, it is the man himself. If the guy has moved from Kawangware, the boy must leave Korogosho, maybe they'll meet somewhere in the middle. They cannot, if you want a good marriage, that African belief system must be gone. So the African belief system was, the girl is the one who is coming, the boy continues staying in the same place. In fact, the usual thing was to build the house behind the mother, and the new wife became not just labor for the husband. The Bible is saying that the wife is the helper of the man. Culture is, you are a helper of the mother of the boy. You have come to help the mother of the boy. Now, so those are the belief system, that because the girl has come, she now has come to help the mother and father. How will you be able to help the mother? You have to go to the river and get cultivated similar. In fact, initially you work together like you have become like a daughter, an additional daughter. If she had two daughters, you are the third daughter now. So that's the belief system. You have now come to help in the new home. I think the other thing that was traditional is, if you don't get a child, you are not really part of the home until you get children, because children were part of what cemented marriage was actually children, which doesn't happen in the Bible. The Bible doesn't talk about children at all. The two are happily married with or without children. But African beliefs means that. Now, when that happens, it means that the understanding about the in-law relationship is that you must be part and parcel of the boy's people, but once in a while, you can visit the girl's people. Number two, the girl's people can come in order for what is remaining of the dowry can actually be given. And it also means that the relationship, in fact, the Kikuyu idea about it is, you have to be careful how you deal with them. You have to be shy, modoni. You have some shyness that in the way you deal with your in-laws. You know that the two clans have to respect each other to the extent that you have to be careful how you talk, where you talk, because it would affect the marriage. So what we are saying is, traditional idea about in-laws is that in-laws are part and parcel of your marriage. The biblical idea is that you must continue respecting your in-laws, but they are not part of your marriage. You begin a new marriage, they are still there, respected, they're important, you can visit each other, but you are not part of each other's marriage. You cannot dictate what happens in your mother-in-law's house. She also cannot dictate what happens in your marriage. Whether it is what you eat or how you plan your finances, that is none of our business. But of course, as an advisor, you can actually read it. In fact, that's the word I wanted to use. In traditional relationship, the father of the boy could give instructions to the wife of the boy and say, hey, today you are not cultivating there, I want you over there. And the son can't question. Now, that is basically what the relationship that was there. But in Christian marriage, the in-laws become advisors. And one thing you understand, the difference between an advisor and a manager is an advisor simply gives you advice. You can take it or leave it. So you still, the parents of the boy, the parents of the girl are still the advisors of the new couple. But they must not become instructors. They must remain advisors. It is important to understand that these issues are what is bringing trouble in many marriages. Because you assume you're having a Christian marriage, but it's not based on biblical principles. You are wedded in church, but the belief system is different. The mother of the boy still assumes that she can order you around. Now, if at the same time you as a girl read the Bible and believed it, then already you have started creating a problem between yourselves. And that's why a proper Bible study, part of the problem, of course, starts right from the wedding. The wedding, you'll find a pastor who reads this portion, which is saying a man shall live, and reads it. Then immediately after that, he gets the hand of the girl and hands it to the new mother. Says, now your mother is no longer this one. The mother of the boy has become your mother. Totally unbiblical. Because before the boy could marry, the Bible says, first of all, he left. So where will you meet his mother? His mother, where you are marrying, the mother is not there. So where are you meeting? And the pastor hands over traditionally believed. So as you can see, people read the Bible, but they don't believe it. What they believe are traditions. And those are the things that are creating many of the in-law challenges that we are actually seeing. So let me talk to another one that Kikuyu do called Itara. Where, even before the wedding, you want the girl to come to the home of the future mother-in-law to be told how the house is and to be welcomed. How can that happen? By the time of the wedding, the Bible is saying the boy has to have left. So why are you coming to see the home of the mother if the mother is not going to be, if you are not allowed to stay in the home of your mother-in-law? Unless, of course, you're having a financial crisis. Now, so how would you then be the one? So Itara, or the idea of getting to know the kitchen of your mother-in-law is a total nonsense, because the instructions are for you to get married as a boy, you must have your own kitchen. By the time of the wedding, you must have created a kitchen different from your mother. So why would you be doing an activity that is in line with traditional beliefs, but is not in line with the biblical beliefs? You claim to be a Christian, you are even a pastor, and you are showing them that kind of thing. So it's important to understand that part of the in-law problems that are coming is because of that. But I want to say one more thing. The big problem is because the wife or the husband does not protect the spouse from the in-laws. If I am the one who was married, and my brothers and my sisters are harassing my wife should not fight back. It is my responsibility to remind them they are visiting. I left you. Yeah. There was a wedding. I did not pass through the maize garden. I openly left. So and you throw them out of your house in love. But they still must move out of the house. So I normally say it needs to be understood. You can create a lot of in-law problems as a woman when you start fighting the brothers and sisters of your husband. report them to your husband. Let the husband fight his own people, because they understand him better. The same thing, if the parents of the girl are harassing your husband, you as a girl should tell them off, because they're your parents. They understand you. You can, hey, you want to spoil my marriage? Please, I don't want you calling my husband again. I don't want you talking to my husband in those kind of terms. It is the responsibility of the girl to protect her husband from the attacks by her brothers. If she actually does a good job, in-law problems will never be there. Because as soon as they realize, hey, you want me to talk to your husband like that? And because you love your daughter, you do not want to hurt your daughter, you obey what your daughter has said. So it will be important to understand this idea of taking responsibility and allowing each party, allowing the girl to be the one to handle her parents, allowing the boy to be able to handle his parents, and thirdly, keeping a separate unit as a new marriage.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. John Ng'ang'a. For any questions, our SMS number is 0706 100 100. And tonight we'll be talking about dealing with the in-laws. And now we've come to the end of our program tonight. I'm Mercy Kiare. See you next time, same place, same time. Have a blessed night.